Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine Hy-Vee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
It's gray outside, and I don't mean that in a good way. I feel really bad. I have several coworkers that at this very moment, and not that I want to show them because they'd probably be frustrated, but they're outside constructing the garden center here at Hy-Vee so that's ready to go. Sooner than later for all your perennials and annuals and things that you want to pick up to make your home beautiful, we'll have it. But today, today they're doing that. They're putting it together. And there's our buddy Sam in the background. It's a live show from a grocery store, right? There's always stuff going on. But yeah, so shout out to Brent and Ty and the guys that are outside building the garden center. I know. Somebody's got to do it. We started the show with a cool perspective, sort of like a split screen aisle cam. So we have one aisle camera set up behind me in the bakery, and then we have another one that is way up high near the front of the store by CBI Bank and Trust. So that's pretty cool to have that perspective. And if we can take another look at that would be pretty fun just to show you. Keep adding different cameras and elements to this program to make it look that much better, in my opinion. So look at that. So there's someone in the bakery right now. It's weird because, like, I could turn around and see him, or I can just look at my monitor. Is anybody noticing the camera by CBI? So far, no. I wonder what she's going to get in the bakery. Isn't it kind of weird? It's like, I feel like and we're not really spying, I mean, whatever, but maybe we could offer to pay for her pastry. Ryan, you've got the money. You've got the Hy-Vee Today card, Ryan. Get over there. All right. Today's show is also being brought to you by Top Care Ibuprofen and my chocolate banana protein smoothie from Starbucks. I told you I bought a car accident. I got in January, and I tore something in my knee, and I don't know, this morning I just twisted it weird. Off to a good start. But we're going to have a good show. We're going to have some fun. Steve Graham will be with us in a little bit from Hy-Vee. Maybe we'll send Steve out in the parking lot to help build the garden center. But our first guest from the Muscatine Art Center is here for the first time. Melanie Alexander, how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks.
Thanks for coming. So this is it's fun because I've been to the art center a couple times. I'll never forget the first time I walked in. I had this moment where I felt bad because it had taken me maybe a year or two to stop in.
Sure.
And I believe I was with my oldest child, my wife, and maybe our youngest. They were, a couple years younger. They're pretty well behaved, but what an impressive place you guys have.
Yeah, we're really fortunate in Muscatine. It's a wonderful facility and a really amazing collection. And you're not unusual. Sometimes it takes people quite a few years to finally say, I'll go check it out. And Muscatine Art Center doesn't quite sum up all that we are or that we do. We have some wonderful history collections, and we're now on the National Register of Historic Places.
That's fantastic.
There's a historic Japanese garden on our property.
Right.
So it's
pretty cool.
We've got lots of fun things, and we just developed. We opened it about a year ago. Hands-on room for kids. So now, if you bring your young ones, there's something for them to do, and they can stay entertained up there for quite a while.
They were my boys were fascinated because I don't know if it was last summer or the summer before, the Charles Schultz Peanuts exhibit that you had was really cool.
Yeah.
And they don't really. I mean, they have at that point they had maybe. They understood who Snoopy and the crew was, but for me, I was more sort of like trying to keep an eye on them because I was fascinated by everything that you had. So when it comes to bringing these different exhibits to the Muscatine Art Center, I mean, is that a tough process, or is it a matter of seeing what's available in the area or in the region?
A little bit as far as what's available. We do bring in shows that travel nationally.
Sure.
So the Schultz exhibit came from the Schultz Museum in California. We had a Norman Rockwell exhibition, which came from let's see, out on the East Coast.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the town right now. But we're always trying to balance sort of the needs of different audiences. So we're trying to hit some things that are going to appeal to families or young kids. We've had a wonderful exhibition from the Minnesota Children's Museum where it's called Frame Step into Art, and it was like reproductions of famous paintings and other works of art that kids could actually climb on. There was a giant chicken that you could climb on. So, those things kind of come and go.
Sure.
It's not always going to be something that appeals to kids,
Sure.
but we try to do a good job of, every year or every other year at least bringing in something that's really going to hit a family-friendly audience.
Well, you almost have to, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you understand the market that you're serving, certainly Muscatine County and the surrounding communities. So, and I guess I'm in that wheelhouse with a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. Now, I could certainly show up without them and appreciate something as well, but it is nice to have that. We had your website pulled up. Can we show that again on the screen? So, Muscatine Art Center. You sent me an email, and there's a lot going on.
Yeah, we've
over
got
the next
a lot
few months.
going.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I want to start with the Faces of Iowa, because that runs through just the 15th, right?
That's right.
Okay,
yes.
so that looks to be pretty special, and we're kind of zooming in on it now.
Yeah, those are portraits that were made by a single artist. Her name's Rose Franson. She's from Maquoketa, so she's an Iowa person.
Yep.
She attended Iowa State University, and she received a lot of recognition for works that she did called Portraits of Maquoketa.
Okay.
And that actually traveled to the Smithsonian, so it was pretty special. This exhibit, all the portraits were commissioned by the Iowa State University.
Sure.
And so they're part of the university's collection. So we're one of a few different venues that are hosting that. But
That's incredible.
Her paintings are really special. A lot of people are just so surprised by how three-dimensional the faces appear, and then if you look in the background, you can kind of see there's a lot of just very brush strokes and an abstract type of pattern. But
well, and the one that we're looking at right now, I mean, I don't have a lot of abilities when it comes to drawing or painting. So when I see something like this, it's so impressive to me because it really just leaps out at you. And if you're not zooming in, I don't know, sometimes you look at something like this from a distance and it appears to be like a photograph of someone. Because surely no one is able to capture a likeness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sort of like, how can you be that good at doing something? Obviously you're good enough, she's good enough to get into the Smithsonian, but wow. So I can't even imagine the process of like selecting.
Well, and she works really quickly. So so a sitter will sit with her for maybe 3 or 4 hours. And then she'll go and do a little bit of finishing work back in her own studio, but it's pretty fast because you think she gets a lot of it down really quickly. So
I just wonder what, like, are they people that she knows? It has to be weird to be approached like, hello, I would like to paint you. Like,
well, the Portraits of Maquoketa, so that was her hometown, and she had moved back to Maquoketa, so she knew a lot of people there, and I think she probably first started by roping, her friends and family. And then as others started to see, what she was doing, they felt comfortable having their portrait painted. The Iowa State is a little different. The deans in the different colleges at Iowa State University selected people to sit for those portraits. And I'm not sure exactly what criteria they had for who they selected, but Rose, this last year, she was out at the Iowa State Fair painting portraits. So so just a demonstration. This
is a large man with a corn dog. That could have been me. I could have been a muse for her, right?
Sure.
I don't know if I could sit still for 3 hours. That's a long time. Right? Wow. Yeah, you're right. It is. Sometimes you have to get your family and friends to go along initially. I mean, can you imagine the reaction that her family and friends probably got when she said, "Oh, by the way, That painting I did's in the Smithsonian of you, so a couple 100,000 million people are looking at you or whatever. Okay, so Faces of Iowa through the 15th, and then as that wraps up, do you have something that comes in after that, or is there like
we
a
actually have.
changeover?
So the Faces of Iowa State is on the top floor of the Stanley Gallery, and then we have the second floor of the Stanley Gallery also hosts rotating exhibitions. So there we have the work of Kimball Bromley, and he did really large, vibrant canvases. His show is going to close on April 12th, so that's a few days before Rose Franzen. I don't know if it's up on our website or not.
Yeah, April 12th is like next Thursday, right?
There's another graphic somewhere that I think I sent over that had it. But his inspiration was the book Moby Dick. And he is another interesting character. He's a faculty member of North Dakota State University and teaches fine art there. Cool. He uses hypnosis, which is maybe surprising. So his work is very, very big. It's he's got a few pieces that they're multiple canvases that are attached together. So when you walk into the Stanley Gallery, the color from the canvas just sort of like just radiates out.
Brings you in,
and they're more abstract and but very I guess full of energy.
Ryan, if you have that email I sent you, look for the one with Moby Dick on it, and we'll pull that up. But again, just till April 12th.
Just till April 12th. And on April 12th, we're going to have a closing reception.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to meet Kimball can meet him at the Art Center.
Nice.
He's making the 10-hour drive.
There we go.
So there's one of the pieces.
He's making the 10-hour drive.
Yes, to come to Muscatine. So we're having the closing reception from 5:30 to 7 on that Thursday night, and then the next day he's going to be out at MCC in the Student Center giving a creativity enhancement workshop.
Awesome.
So we're offering that for free to the community. I don't
want to interrupt, but like this doesn't happen in a lot of small towns, right? Where you have someone this talented that not only shows up, makes a 10-hour drive for the closing reception, but then stays to then go to the local community college and help out.
Yeah.
Just take that in if you're watching. Like, think about that for a second. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But of course, he probably appreciates, younger people that are interested in the arts, right? And he gets that and wants to give back. But I'm just saying, it's not happening everywhere.
No.
Right?
Well, and we found out about him at the Art Center. He just simply contacted us and had put together an exhibition proposal, and we thought, well, it looks interesting. We'll try it. And
it's so great. So just kind of on a whim, it worked out.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the schedules and the stars have to align to a certain degree. But we knew that the Rose Franzen exhibition would occupy one floor, so we were looking for another exhibition to take on the second floor of Stanley Gallery, and it's worked out really well.
So between Faces of Iowa and Kimball, we've covered 2 floors.
Right.
Both of which coming to a close soon.
Yeah.
You certainly have more space than that, Melanie. What can folks find in the additional spaces at the Muscatine April Center?
So part of our facility is the historic house. And on the main floor of the historic house, it's set up like period rooms. And within the period rooms, we have our Mississippi River collection on view. So that collection actually spans the entire length of the Mississippi River.
Wow.
The pieces that are on view are primarily upper Mississippi River.
Sure.
So you'll see those. Then we're also known for a collection that came from so Laura Musser McCollum was the lady who lived in the house.
Right.
And when she passed away, she had 2 heirs. One was her niece and the other was her stepdaughter. Her niece gifted her collection of works from more European artists. And so we're known for that collection, which hangs now in our central hall, parts of it. But there are works by Picasso, and we have a Van Gogh, and it's a work on paper. There's Matisse, many works by Marc Chagall, Pissarro, Renoir. So really names that even people who don't know much about art would say, "Oh yeah, I know."
Right.
I know those.
And they're all
and
in
that's amazing
Muscatine,
that it's
Iowa.
in Muscatine. Yeah.
Yes. So the preservation of those pieces, are they, because, and I don't want to assume, but it seems like some of that stuff, it's all light sensitive, and are some of them encased or?
Yeah. Well, for the most part, the paintings are still they're
okay.
on canvas and
Yeah,
they're
sure.
hanging
Okay.
on the walls, and they're okay. And we do we pay attention and monitor those very carefully.
Sure.
Then we have works on paper, and those can be very sensitive too. So we have to rotate those.
Sure.
So that's why when you go and visit, whether it's the art center or any other museum, there's not always going to be the same things out on view. So. So we've selected things that are more stable, that we know can be out for a more permanent type of installation. But then we have the works on paper and those things that rotate through. We're in the process right now of hanging their prints by an artist named Beth Van Hosen, and she's known for doing florals and really wonderful images of animals, whether it's cats or bunnies or whatever. So we have a collection of works by her that are florals. So those are, it's like if you're thinking, boy, winter never seems to end, you'll have to visit our second floor, and because it's just beautiful florals right now that are up there. So they're nice and vivid. And
maybe a day like today, Melanie, would be a good one.
You need a little pop of color. We have that going on. So
we need that for sure. When it comes to handling, the Picassos, these paintings, I mean, is that like? It seems like it would be a lot of pressure. I don't know how often they get moved around, but you're wearing like a certain type of glove. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with this, but the thought of anything happening would be devastating. Obviously, so your staff, yourself, you're very hyper aware of the fact that you're handling something that is worth more than any monetary amount. Right?
I mean, you do, follow regular museum type of procedures, and for the most part, when we're moving things within our own building, it's not too tense. But when we start getting ready to ship something elsewhere, then we're careful. Not that we're not careful before, but it's just that's when maybe you get a little bit more nervous. We have our George O'Keeffe, which it's amazing that Muscatine has a George O'Keeffe.
Absolutely.
It's getting ready to travel to the New York Botanical Gardens to be part of a show there.
Wow.
Now this piece, it's traveled before, so we have a custom made box for it.
Sure.
And all the usual types of packing materials and things like that. So that one, we know exactly what we need to do to get that safely out of our building. And
how long will it be in New York, do you know?
It's in New York for 4 or 5 months on view.
Wow.
And then it's going to go on to another venue after that. So it'll be in I think in Memphis after
Very
that.
cool.
So yeah.
And then it'll come back home.
Yeah, it will come back home, and it's one that I wish I could follow it around, because it's gone to Hawaii. There was a great exhibition in Hawaii that it was part of, and then it went to the George O'Keeffe Museum. So it gets to travel more than I do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you could just sort of say, listen, we'd love to send it, but I need to come with.
Yeah.
Only when it's in a fun, exotic location. Not that New York isn't fun or exotic, but I mean, going to Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all the things we've talked about, there's still, I mean, you sent me like 6 or 7 different things. So let's continue in the last few moments, because I want folks to, again, they can go to your website, check out Facebook, but some of the other things that you're excited about that are coming up.
Well, we have some great programming for kids, and right now we have a grant from Muscatine Charities that makes it possible for kids to attend our classes for free. Yeah. So on Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to about 10:15, and again on Thursdays from 3:30 to 4:15, There's a weekly class called Mini Masters.
Cool. Sure.
And so that's really more for kids, say 6 and under.
Sure.
And we do a little intro activity. There's usually a theme each week or there's a book each week.
Sure.
But then there's a theme for a month. So the month of April is at the beach.
Okay.
And so all the books that we're reading in April have some sort of beach component. And then there's a craft that goes along with each book that we read. So they start with some sort of an intro activity. Then we do the book, and then they have a bigger project, and then often there's some sort of take-home project. So there's a lot going on for free that kids can enjoy.
And to have that support, again, Muscatine Charities, obviously, it's a great group.
Yeah, it is.
And they help out a lot of people, but that's something like I wasn't aware of.
Yeah.
And again, parents of a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Right.
So that's why I think it's important to share all of this, because you want people to understand that, yes, you have these works of art, these exhibits, but again, connecting and available for the community.
Right.
Yeah. So sorry, keep going.
Yeah.
So Mini Masters.
Mini
for
Masters.
Sure. Check it out.
Then we have usually some sort of a special type of day. We have a National Audubon Day coming up, National Brown Baggot Day. The Audubon Day is really a kid-friendly type of event. There's some information there.
Nice.
So we have the County Conservation coming. We have some Audubon prints in our collection, so we're just making a little event around it, and it's kind of a drop-in event. The Brown Baggot Day, that's going to give people a chance to preview an exhibition that will open in May.
Okay.
These are prints that are coming from Syracuse University. There's a work by Mauricio Lazansky that's part of that. There's Grant Wood. I'm trying to think, who else do we have? There's
just that little piece that's used in that graphic looks super cool.
Yeah. There's 50 we'll have on exhibit the art on the second floor. Between then and now, we also be opening middle school, high school students.
Excellent.
So that'll be coming up in mid-April through mid-May. And
how do you select? I mean, I know that we have talented kids, but what a job that is too,
well,
right?
we lean on the art teachers
good.
to do
Okay,
that. So
right.
they send it over and we put it up. So,
that's good. I was going to say, it helps out a little bit, right? When they can say, go with this one.
Right.
Again, I would not be featured. I wish, my grandfather, my dad's dad, excellent painter. I got none of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can barely paint a wall in my house, let alone be entrusted to do any type of.
But we do have some great studio art classes for adults too.
Okay.
So those are usually offered on a Thursday evening.
Okay.
And Veda Baker is one of our instructors.
Sure.
Carol Steinmetz, she just wrapped up a 5-part series on watercolor. She'll offer that again in the fall.
So Carol's a retired art teacher, right?
Yeah.
So Carol and I.
Well, she's not. She's.
Did she teach or no?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
I think I was getting her confused with somebody else. I certainly know Carol's name, but
yeah. She's been painting away for the last 40, 50 years.
Wow.
It's been a long time. So,
which is amazing because she's only 45 years old, right? Right? She started early. Yeah, she started early. It's true. Okay, so 1314 Mulberry is the address. I mean, obviously, no matter which way you drive, whether you're going down Mulberry or Cedar, people, you're visible, you know. But if you're watching this outside of Muscatine, please, and there's the exhibit right there, the Faces of Iowa, right?
Yep.
It's pretty cool to have that perspective. Go to the Muscatine Art Center, check it out.
Yeah.
Jump on the website, stay connected on social media. That's what we're doing right now, right?
Yep.
We're taking advantage of a pretty cool, I can't think of what's that called when you do one of these. 360 views. Thank you. Of course, all the smart tech guys are like 360. You can see that. So look at all those faces. They look like pictures, but they're all paintings. And till April 15th for Faces of Iowa for sure. Website is
MuscatineArtCenter.org.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
Please come back on because again, I think
I've enjoyed it.
To have a resource like the Muscatine Art Center in town is certainly something that. I don't want to feel like I took it for granted, but I felt bad that it took me so long to come through. And I don't want to be a stranger, and I certainly don't want folks to feel that way either.
And people should watch out for some of our bigger public events, like the Ice Cream Social at the end of June.
That is a
There's
big
great
one.
family entertainment.
And Earth Day, right?
Yeah.
Brian, do you have the Earth Day
event
graphic? Let's grab that one real quick, because I know you sent that to me. And that was the Ice Cream Social, though.
Yeah.
We drove by once as it was going on, and I could not believe how many people.
Right,
I was like, whoa, and you have that great
we can get up to
yard.
Maybe about 1,000 people. And Earth Day is another one.
Sure.
So Julie Lear, she's one of our wonderful instructors for kids classes. So this is more for the school age set. So these are offered on Saturdays in the afternoon. And there's always
Super
something.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're very busy. Thank you for coming, and please come back anytime,
thanks.
okay?
Oh, I sure will.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun for sure. Melanie Alexander, muscatineartcenter.org. Check them out on Facebook. As we get ready for Steve Graham from Hy-Vee to join us, can we perhaps take a look at our aisle cams? Can I see the front of the store where CBI Bank and Trust is? Those folks, they get ready to open up here in just a little bit with the super bank, the Hy-Vee super bank as they call it. I did not steal any candy from the Hy-Vee super bank yesterday. There you can see it right there. I have offered to lift up the gates for them. Certainly not going to count any money because not good at math. But that is a full service spot, the super bank. And it's open 7 days a week, as we said yesterday. They're open until 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, 10 to 4 Saturdays, and 10 to 2 on Sundays. So if you didn't think that you could bank on Sundays, guess what? You could come here to Hy-Vee, eat breakfast, and then do some banking, just in case you need to, right? Maybe you need to make a transaction. They're there for you for that. So check them out. And what about another a look at the bakery, perhaps, which, again, right behind me. I just want to have fun with the fact that we have these various cameras. So the Hy-Vee bakery, full service, everything that you need, it's right there. And we picked up several cupcakes over the last couple of weeks as we celebrated my oldest son's 6th birthday, and they were all good, that's for sure. Steve Graham, you heading over in a minute? Come on over, sir. Look at him. He's so excited to come on the show. As we get ready for Steve, the Toyota Muscatine Cart Cam, which is going to be used by our very own Betsy, heading through produce right now. And I'm excited because later on this morning, we have a split cam. Cool. 3 cameras. Wow. I didn't even realize that. That's pretty cool. So later on this morning, Toyota of Muscatine will be at the MCSA, be at MCSA to present their very generous donation to the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. Toyota is our wine pull sponsor for this Saturday's New Beginnings fundraiser that starts at 6 o'clock at Geneva. So looking forward to seeing those guys. Steve is working a camera over there. So yeah. Oh, there's folks. Look, they're getting breakfast. Tell Betsy to bring something back. Thank you so much. You did a great job. I appreciate it, okay? Thank you. Hey, look at the cart cam, friends. Look at how fresh everything looks. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I can't believe that we have... Are those watermelon? How do we have watermelon in April? It's great. Absolutely great. Clip on, sir. Oh, we got it. Don't worry. I got you covered. Steve's worried. I got him. All right. It's Tuesday morning, 9 o'clock, if you're watching this live. Good to be with you. I love the reaction on some people as they walk by the Toyota Muscatine car cam. They're like, is that a camera on a grocery cart? Why? Why are they doing that? All right. Steve Graham's here. Steve, and we're whipping around customer service up front. Steve Graham's in the house. He sat down, and he's back, ladies and gentlemen, back in the saddle. I started the show talking about a couple things. I gave a shout-out to the guys that are building the garden center in less than desirable conditions, right?
You know, that's part of the garden center. It's a risk-reward job.
Mm-hmm.
There's days when everyone's jealous because it's 70 and beautiful outside.
Right.
And then there's the days they earn it, which is like today when it's 35 and misting.
Yeah.
And they're still working hard to get that garden center ready so you can make your yards and pot's beautiful.
I was driving to work after I dropped my kid off at school. I was listening to Dwyer and Michael, shout out, and they mentioned maybe getting snow, my least favorite S word tonight. I don't even want to think about it.
Your favorite one's Steve, right?
That's right. Steve is my favorite S word. It's
Just checking.
It's a 3rd of April, right?
Yes.
Snow in April?
Yes.
No way.
Yes. It's happened before. I've built snowmen in April.
Ugh. I just want the garden center to get rocking because we had some terrible thorn bushes taken out from the front of my house. And because I'm lazy, I didn't put anything in after that happened last spring and summer. But I'm determined to find some good options. And I just think, Steve, when people think of a garden center at a place like Hy-Vee, they might think like, well, I can go get some perennials or annuals, but we'll have shrubs and bushes.
We'll have shrubs.
Everything.
We'll have
right?
everything you need to make your yard beautiful, to redo the front of your house.
Yeah.
Curb appeal, if you will.
Absolutely.
I love it. You know, my house is a work in progress. Because it's like every year I had something else, or like you took out the thorn bushes.
Right.
So now how are you going to change it this year? And then middle of summer you'll realize I could probably use this here or something else, and that's
true.
what makes it fun. Watching it's kind of like your kids. You watch it grow up and develop into the picture you had in your mind.
Sometimes you watch your puppy dig holes in your front yard. And think, this is not good.
Yes.
This is not good. Okay, so something that's coming up this week that's pretty exciting is the Moonlight Madness sale. Since I've worked here, we haven't done a Moonlight Madness sale, but I know what they are because of my familiarity with Hy-Vee here in Muscatine. This one is on Thursday, and we're going to pull it up in just a second. It's from 4 to 10.
Yes.
So the deals that we're about to show you, only good in that 6-hour window, Moonlight Madness. So, Steve, when we say that, like if you show up at 3 p.m., you can't get those deals. If you show up at 10:15 p.m., you can't get those deals, right?
Now, this is a 6-hour sale. It's from 4 to 10 p.m. on Thursday, April 5th. All kinds of great deals for you. From the half gallons of milk for 88 cents.
Yeah.
Pepsi products, that's always the great one. $1.88, limit of 5 on those, limit of 4 on the milk. How about the bone-in pork chops? I know you're talking snow,
Right.
but some of us are diehards, and I like to grill all year round.
Yeah.
In fact, I've got my new grill coming. You could smoke those pork chops. You could grill them. Maybe you're not the diehard. You could also pan fry them or bake them.
Oh, absolutely.
A little cream of mushroom or cream of chicken soup with that. How about the Bakery Fresh jumbo blueberry muffins?
That's a good deal.
$2.99.
No limit.
No, I think we should test it and see
I
if
was
he
going to
puts a limit
say,
on
right,
us.
yeah. How can there be no limit on there?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a ridiculous deal. That's a deal so good. Mike Snook's going to take advantage of that one. Also, Hy-Vee deli sliced boiled ham, $1.99 a pound. And then if we can scroll a little bit more to your right, Ryan, and then zoom in on that Tito's, baby. If you love your Tito's vodka, lowest price ever, 180 bottles. Did you know that price? Steve's looking at it.
That is amazing.
Yeah. What's that price normally? I don't even know. It's definitely not $24.
More than that.
Right. Definitely more. So
Check your competition. See, you aren't going to touch that price.
So that's a 1.75 liter bottle, 180 bottles total.
Ryan, let's scroll down to the more important stuff.
Okay, all right. Hey, I'm just trying to help wine and spirits out.
I get it, and that's great, but you don't get this physique by not stopping by and checking out our food service deals.
Yeah.
We got the month long for $6 on the all-you-can-eat Chinese.
Yeah, I haven't mentioned that yet. So you can come to Hy-Vee throughout the entire month of April and spend $6 all you can eat Chinese, or you can show up on Thursday and have it for $5 for $4.99.
$4.99. How about that? That's an unbelievable deal.
Chinese food can I eat for $4.99? A lot of it.
I'm surprised that doesn't say limit.
It's an all-you-can-eat, unless you're Tony. Go in on that pulled pork there,
pulled
Rye.
pork as well, yeah.
Look at that pulled pork
sandwiches
Yeah,
for
those are good.
$2.99. Folks, this is smoked right out in the parking lot at the Hickory House Smoker.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
good
bringing
stuff.
fresh pork into the store,
Right.
taking it out, rubbing it down,
Yeah.
taking it out to the smoker, smoking it for
A long time.
We
Let's go
won't-
across, Ryan. So we got pulled pork. We talk about that. All you can eat Chinese. You can grab a flatbread pizza for only $3.99. And then as we go over one more time, Steve, your favorite, buy one, get one. This is the best. I'm just going to say it because it's true. That's the best hamburger in Muscatine County, period. The Market Grill Express Burgers.
It is.
Fact.
It's a great deal.
Hand-patted, secret seasoning, just made to order perfection. And Thursday, you can BOGO.
Are you going to be here Thursday night?
I think I have to now.
Well, I owe you a lunch, so maybe I'll buy you dinner.
Ooh.
We'll split. Find yourself a burger buddy, like I just found one, and come in and get a great deal on the buy one, get one free Market Grill burgers.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yes.
I mean, I don't even know which one to tell you to get because they're all so good. And then some coupons, right? Or coupons, as some of you say. So let's go left to right. Let's start with that mac and cheese one,
it's
Ryan.
19 cents.
That's a good one. Is that what it is? 19 cents? Hold on. Oh, my goodness. 19 cents. You got that in your cup holder in your car right now. So you could literally dig in your cup holder in your vehicle.
Yes.
When you're not paying the parking meters downtown, which is a whole other show, you could pick up Hy-Vee mac and cheese for 19 cents. Scroll over a little bit, Rye. How about Hy-Vee white bread, 49 cents? All right, we're still digging in our change holder. Keep going. And I'm going to grab some Hy-Vee frozen ice pops and ice cream bars. $1.49. But wait, there's more. There always is, Steven.
I was say I would dig into my wallet for the $1 and get the 49 cents out of my cup holder, but that sounds fantastic.
I got a lot of change in my car. And then, of course, the $1.99 M&M Plain, Peanut, Milky Way, and Twix Fun Size. Those are normally $3.99. So that is a heck of a coupon. Again, you can see this ad on the back page of the Voice of Muscatine newspaper. You're welcome for the plug. And shop with us on Thursday for the Moonlight Madness sale. Starts at 4. So don't show up at 2 and be like, hey, where's the deals? We're going to say, come back in 2 hours. Because these are the rules.
We'd love to see
right?
you at 10, 2, and 4.
Oh, sure. By all means.
Come on in.
back. Hey, how rude of me. You want to come in at 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
11 a.m.?
I'm telling you.
2 p.m.?
I love
4
customers.
p.m.
I love seeing them all day long.
Oh, you love people. It's true. Yeah, it's wonderful. You know, and here's the other thing. I also started the show talking about how it's brought to you by Top Care Ibuprofen. I walked over to the pharmacy this morning, and I still feel like I'm a customer as much as I work here, right? So I walked over to the pharmacy. Sam was working, and I said, my knee is bothering me. I was told I should take ibuprofen. I just don't know what would be the best option for me. She came out from around the counter and showed me. And that's what the pharmacy does for everybody, no matter who it is. I don't get treated special because I work here or whatever, but that's just nice, right?
Yeah.
You know, and she said, make sure you take it with food, so I'm taking it with my Starbucks peanut butter.
There's peanut butter and like ground
No,
cookie
chocolate.
in there, right?
Chocolate banana, sorry.
There's a banana
With whey
in there.
protein.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just nice to have all throughout the store. It's like we have these little experts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got Sam, you got Nick, you got Alice. On occasion, you got Mel, and they're all great people, and they really do care about their patients. And like you said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. If you come in and you ask them for something, they're going to take care of you, and it's just a great team over there. So if you haven't been in a while, stop in and see them. Say hi.
Well, plus you can get a Feel Saver on your prescription, so duh.
Winning.
Yeah. You know, I'm not ashamed to admit this. My gas light came on in the old dad van, and I thought, well, good thing I work at a place where there's a gas station in the parking lot. And then it told me that I had 20 miles till I was empty. And I thought, I'm living on the edge right now. Like,
never trust the gas light.
Really?
Yes.
I always trust the gas light on my Toyota vehicle, Steve. Ding. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Toyota makes a great car.
Yeah, you're right, they do.
But I would just
Tremendous
question
vehicle.
a gas light, and I would also never let it go below a quarter of a tank. That's what I tell my children.
Right.
So considering you're one of my children,
Thank you.
stop
You
out
have a
to
birthday tomorrow?
Stop out to Hy-Vee gas station.
Is your birthday tomorrow?
No, it's not.
Steve has a big birthday, Hy-Vee today, viewers.
That's irrelevant.
27. Can you believe it?
27. Fantastic.
27. You've worked at Hy-Vee for how long?
25 years.
Wow, so you started when you were 2.
I did.
Yeah.
I was
That's
the
impressive.
face of the diaper
That's right.
aisle.
Oh, all right. Pretty good job for just getting asked to do this morning. You always deliver.
Hey, we always have fun. It's great to talk to you. It's great to talk to the customers.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I got an idea since I like to have fun. Do we have the Toyota Muscatine cart cam around still? Okay. How about Steve and Betsy take the cart cam and we kind of show everybody where we're going to have this kebab-a-palooza set up if people want to start making some kebabs. I don't know if it's totally ready.
It's probably not very ready yet.
Okay.
We got to put her together this morning.
Perfect. Well, let's just give them an idea where it is. Do you mind doing that?
No, I don't mind.
Okay. All right. So Betsy's going to fire up the old Toyota Muscatine cart cam.
Is this wire long enough? Can I walk all the way over?
No, we don't.
All right, we're going to need to move these cameras with us.
We don't.
The whole set.
We don't need you to stay mic'd up. It's okay. All right. So we're gonna let. No. He's fine. Trust me. I'm not going to be able to hear him. He's good. He's good.
I think you can hear me.
All right, Betsy, you want to come? Yeah. No, I can hear you. Trust me. Yeah, it's just right around the corner from where we do the show. All right, so here comes Steve. Betsy's driving. There's Steve. He's going to direct her. Oh, he is celebrating a birthday this week. I don't want to say how old he's going to be, but he's going to be 40. So love Steve. I've known Steve for a long time. He's a good friend, and now he's a coworker. So right there, kind of near produce, near Italian, is where we're going to be set up for Kebab-a-Palooza. Again, it's a work in progress. It's going to be ready in just a little bit. So make sure you check that part of the store out. And we'll get all set for Kebab-a-Palooza, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's wrap up. What do you say? Feels like a good point. That's awesome. What's that? Yes, of course, right. So let's pull this up. The cheese... The Cheese Spread Showdown this Thursday on Hy-Vee Today. If you shop here at the store, I can't get over how awesome that is. If you shop here at the store, you're familiar with those two people. In this corner, Brian McNally, Hy-Vee Deli Manager, and in the other corner, Hy-Vee Chef Tess. Yes, the Cheese Spread Showdown. They both make their own cheese spread. And now it's time for John Q and Jane Q Public to vote for your favorites. I'm looking at the monitor because that is awesome. Oh, yeah, and the loser has to go, 10 rounds with each other in a UFC-style fight, so it's going to get awkward. I'm just kidding. There's no fighting here at the store. Okay, yeah, that'll be fun. And it just worked out that yesterday's show, Brian McNally happened to be holding a giant block of cheese on his shoulder in preparation for the cheese spread throwdown. Give it to me one more time. I haven't had enough of it yet. I need to see it one more time. Boom! Cheese spread showdown. Thursday. Yep. It's just like Rocky 13, right? How many Rockies have they made at this point? Adrian, I'm going to eat all this cheese spread and then feel good about myself. That's the next Rocky. Rocky 13, he's let himself go. That cheese spread is all healthy, so it's great. Whose is better? I don't know. I've tried them both. Chef Tess makes one. Brian McNally makes one. What I want to know is what if you took each of their cheese spreads and did that and combined them together? I just want to all be friends, right? So, but you're going to get to decide on Thursday. We'll get more details on that. We'll talk to Chef Tess about that tomorrow. I just realized that I forgotted. That today's secret word is forgotted. I forgot all of the stuff that I printed off this morning. But I believe tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be joined by Scott Dahlke with MCSA. So I'll probably see Scott in a few minutes when I head down to MCSA, and then we'll talk to him tomorrow on the show right here. You can see the email address. Let's see if I do this right. Darn it, I went the wrong way. There we go. Yes, I'm just like Vanna White. Look at me. Won't you be my Pat Sajak? Hy-Vee@gmail.com. If you think that you know someone that should be on this show, we would love to talk to them. If you're in Muscatine or the surrounding community, send us an email. You can always reach out on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube, Apple TV, Roku, whatever you want to do to get a hold of us is totally fine by me. All right, that's it. Thanks for checking out the show. Thanks to Melanie Alexander with the Muscatine Arts Center for being here. muscatineartcenter.org. Check it. And Ryan, I'm going to put you on the spot one last time because I said I would talk about this, and I know I mentioned it earlier briefly. Saturday, April 7th, Geneva, 6 o'clock, MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter New Beginnings fundraiser. Be there. Tickets, a few of them, still remain. Help keep the doors open at the MCSA Domestic Violence Shelter. Incredible silent auction items, live auction. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to help out a great cause. Oh, I should mention that Judy Yates, the shelter coordinator, will be on the show later this week as well, okay? So as a member of the fundraising committee, I want to keep talking about that. There's a lot of great organizations and fundraisers and charitable causes in Muscatine, and that's just one that I am connected to. So, okay, listen, we'll see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Maybe we'll get some sunshine. Maybe the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar it could. All right, thanks for watching Hy-Vee today. I think Betsy's laughing, so that's a good sign. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community. Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.